how can these people who have those diagnoses, serious issues, and they feel like this is part of their identity. So how can they start to move past that so that they're not making this label their complete identity or letting it encompass their whole life?
Great question. For example, let's say I was sick.
Right.
I could say, oh, I have XYZ, right? I have the flu. I have COVID. I have whatever. Or I could say, I'm recovering from COVID, or I'm healing my COVID, right? These are different words and different labels. One of them is me identifying with the label and making it my own, and this is who I am. I am blank.
Right.
But the other one is I am healing blank.
Right.
Whatever comes after the I am is pretty important and pretty powerful. And so if someone wants to move beyond their current situation or circumstances, they're going to need to start using different labels.
Okay.
You could say, I suck at business. Or you could say, I'm figuring out business. Both I am statements, both labeling yourself, but one's way more powerful, way more beneficial, way more valuable, and way more helpful to you.
Well, I spent all those years calling myself, like saying I was a recovering addict. But 12 years of recovering is a bit ridiculous. So, I'm sorry?
A bit.
Yeah, it's a bit. And I know people that are currently clean and sober that have like 5, 6 years clean, and they continue to do like I did and use this word. So I guess really it's not, from what I understand what you're saying, I could be wrong, but from what I understand, it's the wording of what you're saying, but also it's the feeling behind, because somebody could say, I'm recovering from cancer and have a clean bill of health for 6 years and still be using this in a negative way as their identity. Right. But if they take control of that and maybe decide on a timeline for how long they're in recovery or they're healing from something or whatever, this might help them to move past that.
Yeah. I mean, tons of people play word games, right?
Right.
I'm this, I'm that, but secretly they don't feel it.
Right.
I'm this, I'm that, but sincerely, truly, they don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm this, I'm that, but their actions don't match it. Some bullshit. Why even say it? These are hollow words. So you can use hollow words and hollow labels if you want, but those hollow labels are way different than someone who's like, that's it. I'm becoming healthy. It's done. I've committed. I changed my life. I signed up for the gym. This is my new label. Becoming healthy.
Right.
And it's even more different than someone who's like, oh, I'm the healthiest, dude. I'm a shining example. People could study me. I'm Wim Hof up in this bitch. I am so healthy, it's ridiculous, right? And you can tell, you can feel the vibe behind the words. Some are hollow words, some are passionate words, and some are just taken for granted. It's done automatic reality words. Right. They're all labels, but how are you using the labels, right? Again, labels can help or they can hurt. And it's all in how you use them. And you gotta take a real hard look at how you're using labels. Are you a pro? Are you using them super well? Are you talented? Like I told you, I compared them to guns. There's a big difference between some pro on the gun range who's been acing the targets for decades and some newbie who's like barely holding the gun up and like firing everywhere.
Yeah.
They're gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
But everyone thinks they're using labels perfectly and fine. And they don't study it. They don't practice it. They don't take a look at their energy. They don't see if they're using hollow words. They don't see if they should be saying former addict or recovering addict, or you know what? I'm clean now. I am a clean living person. They don't even look at their labels. So you get the results you deserve. You get great results if you practice using labels well. And you get shitty results if you use labels willy-nilly and don't put any effort into it.